All right, good evening, everyone. This is the Battle Room Podcast. It's our pilot episode. I'm one of your hosts, JP Lucius, and I'm joined with David Knuckles and Stanton White. All right, fellas, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Doing great. Excited to be here. Get this thing kicked off. We've been talking about it for a
Couple
long
months.
time.
Yeah, a couple months. We're finally doing it.
We are. What are we doing?
We're recording our pilot episode in an undisclosed location in the middle of the woods, the Bat Cave. We're just going to go over a few things, get y'all familiar with us, get us familiar with using this equipment.
We got a lot of noise.
You got a lot of noise. That's all right. Sorry, y'all, just bear with us. So David's got some talking points. And why you laughing for? You got them over there.
I do.
They can see it in the camera, bro.
I do. So yeah, JP, you want to get us started by telling everybody a little bit about how this whole Battle Room podcast got started?
Yeah, I can do that. So Dave and I have been talking. We like to listen to podcasts. I guess we got to that age where we rather listen to podcasts, that news radio stage in our life, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I travel a lot for work. I'm on the road a lot, so get tired of listening to music. Started listening to podcasts, and
yeah, I guess we got to the point. Stan, you listen to them too. I think we get to the point where we just want to have something engage with our brain instead of just listening to music as we go down the road. So David sent me this podcast of we thought it was 3, but it's actually 4 guys. 3 of 7, and it's some former U.S. military guys, Christian guys, just talking and about the Bible and stuff. And so I kind of listened to it, and I called him. I was like, man, I think I heard this guy before. And, long story short, Dave was like, man, that sounds like us, like all of us just sitting around talking. He's like, you're more like Chad. And he said, but who can't love a podcast with a dude named Cornbread or Chili? We can do this. And I was like, So David takes off. He travels for work.
I hung up the phone. That was all I said. And the next thing I know, a week goes by.
I don't even think it was a whole week.
Yeah. So I just said, yeah. I'm like, man, these guys, they talk the same language as we do, man. They're from the South. They're just
Hillbillies.
Hillbillies, good old boys, talking about Jesus. I said, sounds like us. We could do this. And I hung up the phone. Went on about my day.
Yeah. So I started researching, and I was like, well, I'm not real technical. So I was like, I called Stanton, old Stanton over here, and I was like, hey, man, how good are you at technical stuff? And he was like being all weirded out, because most of the time when I call him and ask him questions like that, I'm calling to ask him to do something. And he's like, oh, he's going to recruit me for the church soundboard.
For the audio team.
Yeah, the audio team. I'm not even on that team. He's like, why? And I'm like, man, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. Me and another guy thinking about starting a podcast. Keep in mind, I still hadn't mentioned to David that I've done all this research and everything. So he's like, yeah, I'm on board. So then I called David, and I'm like, hey, guess what? We're starting a podcast.
No, you're like, I think we can pull this off.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm like, and then you start just talking about the details, and I'm like, wait, what? A podcast? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, I haven't thought another thing about it, and you've been thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah, well, so here we are.
Here we are.
Well,
I don't know how well it's going to go, but here we are.
Well, all right. So, what about the name? How'd the name come about?
So, well, it was kind of silly how the name came about, really. Or I take that back. It's not really silly. So I was just trying to think about, the conversations that we can naturally have. And most of the time we're talking about stuff that we struggle with, or just life in general, just being a regular Christian guy and, how we can help one another. You know, I come to you for biblical advice. You come to me. Stanton, same way. We have other men in our lives that we do that with as well. And so I was just kind of thinking, you know, along those lines, what could we name it? And I was trying to be real catchy at first, you know, like those guys take like a Bible verse and just do the address and like, oh, that'd be cool, but that didn't work out too well. And so I just started plugging in names into the interweb, and Battle Room wasn't taken. And I was like, hold on. I mean, that's what we're doing, right? We're essentially battling, you know, the attacks that the enemy sends us. I mean, we don't fight a battle of flesh and blood, right? We fight battles in the spiritual realm. And so, I don't know. I was like, David, what do you think about the Battle Room? And you're like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then we were talking about the actual area that David killed Goliath. And then I forget the name of it. I can't pronounce it. But then you were like, I think they'll think we're jihadists. So we decided not to go with that one.
Yeah.
And, you know, giant killers would have been good, but that was taken or whatever. And so I just started running that name by some just random people. You know, what do you think about this? We're thinking about doing a podcast, and we're thinking about calling it The Battle Room. And all the Christian guys I know, you know, outside of our circle, like, could really, really relate to it. And so it just stuck.
Yeah. I mean, and so I kind of feel I don't want to answer the questions for you because
Oh, well, this is us.
this is your brainchild. This is your brainchild. You
This
gotta.
is us.
I'm doing my job. Stanton's doing his job, and you're brainstorming about this. So you'd already kind of had all this in your mind, right? And you reached out to both of us. You could have reached out to anybody, but you reached out to the two of us to be your
Co-hosts.
co-hosts. And so, you know, I mean, we've got history together, right?
Yeah. So do you want to talk about that history?
Huh?
You want to talk about that history?
I
Is that
mean,
what you're getting at?
So our relationship with each other and how we got there,
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
kind of how we know each other. We're not
So,
three strangers.
I don't
off
know
the
if
street.
people are curious of that or if it matters, but I mean, that's.
I mean, a little background on all of us wouldn't hurt things. Again, we're going to go into greater detail on our first episode of our background, but we can
So I can tell a little bit, but not a whole lot.
we can tell how we all became
So like
what
how-
we are in each
you-
other's lives now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But I feel like I'm doing all the talking.
Well, I was gonna say David could say how he knows you, and like how y'all have built your relationship over time, and then I guess same.
And then you can,
Yeah,
and then
we-
I'll come in
and-
and tell the actual truth.
All right. I'll tell my version. Stanton can tell
Yeah,
his.
and then I'll tell the truth.
All right. So we're not going deep, way back in the day.
I mean,
We're kinda,
you can bring that up a little bit, how you were mean and all that, or you can leave that alone.
No, that'll be another episode. But yeah, So yeah, we all go to church together, and I mean, actually,
You two went to church together
yes.
first.
I've known. Well, I've known you longer overall.
Yeah.
But as far as in church goes, Stanton and I've known Stanton since he was younger.
Yep.
And
I watched your boys in children's church.
yeah,
and-
that's right. That's right. When you were a youth.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we've let's see. I think I joined Dixie in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So you know. I'm not going to do the math there, but however long that is,
almost 20 years.
We've been at church that long,
18 years.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Way to
And,
do the math there, homie.
and then JP and I go back further, but have not we haven't been in each other's lives for a long period of time until
10 years ago.
yeah 10 years ago.
Yeah. We were real little in Sunday school together.
Right, yeah.
at the Toon Baptist Church.
Toon Baptist. We were heathens together, and then we
I
kind of
was a good kid.
we went separate ways, and then 10 years ago we
Reconnected.
reconnected. There you go. Through and I'll
Through Faith Walk.
I guess I can say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I'm wearing
That
the
was your
shirt.
walk too.
Yep.
On,
And
on that walk.
So so through that way we've gotten close, we've connected, and here we are today. We've served in church together, we've served in Faith Walk together, and so just because of constant interaction and a lot of commonalities, we've created bonds, friendships. We've been pouring into each other, and yeah, this is just kind of a natural.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's a natural, but
No,
this is
Yeah, I would say natural.
something.
I mean,
we're
it's not
trying.
just us. Our families, you know, both, but you know, your wife and kids, and my wife and kids, you know each other. Y'all have loved on us through hard times. We try to love on y'all through hard times, and you know, so it's not just us. Like it's more than friendship, really.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's
our
family.
wives are close. Our kids, you know, went to school together or whatever. Yeah, I have a vested interest in them, and you have a vested interest in my kids. So, excuse me, that monster's getting to me. And same as Stanton, but it's a little different. Yeah,
Yeah. Same but different.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, you can go ahead and
Okay.
tell them. Yeah.
So, like I said, growing up, they joined in 2007 or so, and I started knowing David and his wife through church and their boys growing up. And then when I came of age, I joined the military. I joined the National Guard, and JP was already serving. So I met JP. How would you say it? Pre-faith walk.
Yeah,
We'll call it that pre-faith walk.
Oh, yeah. Before I actually gave my life over to God.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Wild Wild West, JP.
Yeah.
And so I knew him then, and as some would know, the
Before
Red
we
Hulk.
took our walk serious.
Yeah, there you go.
right, yeah.
Well, yeah. And so I met him then, and then I was kind of a knuckleheaded private, and
Kind of.
yeah, and he wanted to throat punch me a lot, and then how I,
I think
came
I
to
actually said that too, didn't I?
a bunch of times.
Yeah, okay.
And then there he went to Faith Walk, and he came back a changed man, and I really saw that and appreciated that and respected it. And so I started getting curious about Faith Walk. Went on it. It's if anybody knows, a 4th day walk. And after that, it wasn't long, and Taylor, my wife, and I started going back to Dixie, and you and your wife had already joined, and so then the three of us kind of melded together, and then I started having kids, and my kids now know JP and his wife is pretty much like an aunt and uncle. They love to see them and love to be around them, so we've just kind of grown in that way.
Yeah. So y'all told y'all's version. No, really. Dave and I went to Sunday school as kids. His mom and dad taught a Sunday school class together. My parents went there. We would go hang out at y'all's farm, you know, for Sunday school things. You know, fast forward, life happens, right? I'm working your walk, serving on your walk, and I walk up to him. I'm like, "Hey, man, you remember me? I'm JP." And he looks at me and lies straight to my face, bro. Yeah, I remember you. But his eyes said, "I have no clue who you are. I remember the name, but the face doesn't match."
Yeah, where's the picture of who I remember?
No,
JP
we
that I remember.
We don't need. I had good hair back then.
Yeah.
I had David hair back then.
Yeah, it had been many years, many years ago.
And so we just started talking and hanging out, and Amanda and I joined Dixie Hills. Well, we started coming, and then we joined. We've been going there, 10 years? Mm-hmm. Probably, almost 11. And then, yeah, Private White here. It shows up. Why aren't why? What's crazy is that relationship did really, really change. My dad came to me, You ran into him at McDonald's.
It was after a YEC in Nashville.
Yeah, ran into him, and
He started talking to me, and I asked him his name. He's Dave Lucius. I was like, "Where are you from?" And he told me he was Mercer, and I was like, "Do you know a JP Lucius?" Yeah, it's my son. I was like, "Oh."
that was pre-faith walk.
That
I
was
think.
pre-faith walk.
It was pre-faith walk, and anyways, I would tell you, like Private White, what is it about you that makes me want to punch you in the throat? What's crazy about that is I went from that to you serving on Faith Walk. I actually served your walk. Your my little brother and you went on the same walk, and then that was after that. I was out then. Yeah, I had gotten out. I had retired.
2017, I think, spring.
Yeah. So I had already retired. I can't remember who you said it to, but someone said that you had mentioned this. I don't know if you know I know it, but you were you were talking about going on Faith Walk, and you're like, man, if it can change JP, it can change anybody.
I did say that. I don't remember who I said it to, but I did say that.
Yeah, they came back and told me. So, but it went from that to me praying at you and Taylor's wedding. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing about that is I've known Taylor forever.
Yeah.
Right? We call her Tay-Tay. She used to go to Mercer. My dad was music. He's still the music director, but he was a youth director as well. He's just doing music now at Mercer. And so I've known her and her siblings pretty much all her life.
Yeah.
So that was great. You know, I got to pray for you at your wedding. And then I was asked to do something, you know, serve in a role. And you and David were the first 2 phone calls I made. And then your daughter calls me My P.
Yep.
And so
My P.
I got to see you become a deacon. So, you know, our relationship evolved from him being mean in Sunday school class and me being a perfect angel. And
that's your story.
And then it completely flipped. And then, you know, us being friends and pouring into one another, and then me wanting to put you in a Colombian snake hold all the time.
You went from wanting to hug me around the throat to actually hug me.
That's true. There you go. Yeah. Throw hugs to me watching you become a deacon and start a beautiful family. So that's a little background on us.
Yeah. I mean, I'll add to that too, that we have this is where you'll edit a bunch of parts out. I've got a thought. I just got to form it.
Go ahead.
Or not. We may not edit it out. You may get the full version.
I mean, it's life.
So, but we are where we are because we have been very intentional with each other.
Correct.
And I think that we have something special in a friendship, a family, a bond, and it's a Christian bond. And a little feedback there, wasn't it?
That's the aliens coming by, you know.
They can see it.
You're not
I'm behind it. Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, so we feel like we have something that we can share through our relationship. That's kind of the point with this podcast. Yeah. Right.
Yes, I feel like you're right. I don't mean to cut you off.
Nope.
But that's how we normally talk anyways, right? Yep. So, yeah, we're going to share this, and hopefully people can benefit from this, right? It's not what's First Army saying. It's not the way, it's a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that is I don't know if this is something you've coined here, but like real and raw, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, JP always just talks about, man, you know, if we're going to do this, we got to be real and raw. We got to talk about it. We're going to be real and raw. We can't dance around issues. So that's something that we're always very intentional about. And so that's what we're going to try to do here. One thing that I personally gravitate to with other videos and podcasts is when people are just real, genuine, and authentic. It's not somebody who is reading from a script. None of us are claiming to be professionals, theologians, scholars, or anything. Yeah. We are just normal dudes who love Jesus who mess up every day. We don't claim. I don't claim to have it all together, but I'm striving to, and I think we all agree that none of us can do it on our own, and through and we may, who knows, we may talk about this a lot, but through Faith Walk and through our church and our church family, that we know that we can't do it alone, and that the more of a brotherhood we have, the easier it is to get through life in a Christ-like manner.
Yeah, you're correct. We're not professionals. I mean, we are. We are professionals. We're professional knuckleheads, right?
Yep.
Or at least I am. But yeah, that's what the enemy wants men to be isolated, right? So if you think about it in a strategic way, in a military way, if you want to disrupt things, you start isolating different entities of your enemy, right? You're going to, isolate supply chain. You're going to isolate this. You're going to isolate that. So the enemy wants us alone in the world, thinking that we're the only ones that struggle with these things. We're the only one who sometimes says things to our wives that we shouldn't say, or yell at our kids, or use certain language when we think people aren't looking, or sometimes even when people are looking. All these things, the enemy wants us to think that we're alone, right? And when you think that you're alone, you're easily defeated, right? And so, we don't have all the answers.
We don't.
Nope.
So what? One of the things that we're trying to do here is cover topics that we hope everybody deals with on a day-by-day basis. And again, we're trying to come to you from a place that we don't have it figured out either, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna tear this apart and break it down and analyze it and study it and find scripture and hopefully some life application. I don't want to. Okay, so we'll edit that again. But
You don't have to edit it. Just go for it.
yeah. No,
No,
I mean,
we're not polished.
no, we don't claim to be at all. But yeah, just come across in a way that is real and raw and genuine, and hopefully engaging in the process. I hope that we come across in a way that shows fun, right? And that we are not just sticks in the mud. That we're just normal, everyday guys who are just trying to figure it out.
Yep. We don't know all the answers, but we know who does.
We know who does.
And we can always revert back to that I won't say person, but yeah, to God.
I mean, he is a person.
I mean,
there's three persons.
Whatever you want to say.
And we don't want to come off as a self-righteous
Oh, no.
attitude either, because we don't have it all figured out. No one does. If someone's telling you they got everything figured out, you need to quit listening to that cat.
Oh, yeah. It's a big red flag.
Yeah. But we want to do like David was saying, but we may just get on here and talk about some time that we spent in God's creation. Who knows? We do want to be interactive. David was talking about some of these topics. I did, because you two voted against me without me being in the vote to do the.
I mean, you could have voted. You just been voted wrong.
I mean, either way, I was outnumbered to do that little video that we put on TikTok. Our Facebook page is back up and running. And we did ask for some topics, right? Mm-hmm. We got thinking about that. We do want y'all to send us some topics, but we're not just going to pick a topic just to do a topic. So if we got some skin in the game, then we're going to do it, right? Mm-hmm. One of the ideas that was thrown out was self-righteousness, right? And I think we all got some skin in the game with that.
Pride.
Right. Yeah. Another one was be quick to listen and slow to speak. I got some skin in that. So again, we're going to ask y'all to email us these because that'd be the quickest way to get us. But
Yeah. So since you put that so we just made the announcement for the battle room through the logo, sharing the logo. Then you put out the video. I know I've had guys at work, friends reach out and just encourage us and say how excited they are to be able to, can't wait to hear these episodes. People are sharing ideas. Hey, I struggle with this, self-righteousness. Another guy was like, man, I struggle with profanity. I know I'm conscious of it. I know this is something that I struggle with, and I haven't beaten that yet. And so
good old wordy dirds.
Right? Yeah.
Peter did too, though. Peter struggled with that in the Bible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna break those things down and figure it out. So if anybody's got any good ideas, anything that they struggle with, like JP said in the intro video, I'm sure we struggle with it too.
Yeah, and I messed up in that intro video. I think I said the right email address like 3 times, and then the last time I said the wrong one. So Stanton is our IT guy, so hopefully he'll be able to put all the links in this video.
Yep.
And then I don't have to say it right or wrong.
If you do it, say it right or wrong, it'll be right.
It'll be right there. But it is the Battle Room Podcast at gmail.com.
Right.
All right. So there, I've redeemed myself, David. David critiqued it after I sent it out into the interweb.
Yeah, and I do want to apologize for that because
No,
that was
all
no. That was he called me. He's like call me as soon as you hear it and tell me what you think. And I did the typical response. It was a great video, and I pointed out the one flaw. Right? I mean, isn't that what we do? Right?
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
go,
it's
that's
okay.
a good video, but you
that's
messed
why
up.
that's why I asked him to look at it. I should have said it to him before I posted it. But what we're not
It was
telling
out
y'all
already.
is it was like the 900th take. Right. So this is a little more natural. I'm looking at the camera a little bit, but to have that thing just sitting there and you're like, "Hi, my name is JP." You know what I'm saying? It was a little.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It got you out of your element.
Yeah, I'm like, man, do I look old? I'm looking old. Where'd all that gray come from? I'm thinking all these things instead of what I need to be saying. So, anyways, Stanton's being a little quiet, ain't he?
Yeah, he is. Come on, Stan.
I'm just waiting for a time to talk, I guess.
All right.
What's the points there?
Bust in there.
Yeah, David's got to get them points. I can't see them because I don't have my
He gonna have
cheaters
to blow
on.
him up with them.
Yeah.
He got the readers on.
No, this
He's
was
got
a-
the readers. I don't.
Oh, we're just we're having fun with this. I overthink things.
Oh,
and
yeah. So, David, why don't you read that?
you want me to read it?
Yeah, because I can't see it, but I know what
I'm
it
trying
is.
to blow it up. I'm trying to blow it up.
So let me tell the story about it, and then you can read it.
Well, I was going to say this is your brainchild.
This
so this is,
I'm not. They keep calling me the boss. I'm not the boss. So you need to talk a little bit more.
Just letting the boss have his word.
Yeah, I hear you. So David was traveling for work, and he's sitting on an airplane. And Stan and I are sending little funny things to him. That little guy looking through the window. He's like, you wouldn't believe the crazies on this plane. But anyways, he said,
I could write a book.
Yeah.
on my
that's going to be a podcast episode. Anyway, so he saw a gentleman's hat, and it had a verse on the back of it. It was just the address, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so he was like, hey, man, we need to have a verse. And I'm like, look, you want this from me and that from me? This is a us thing.
Yeah. So So what it was is we were stuck on a tarmac. Bad weather. I can't remember what the deal was, and so we were just bored to death. And I was just looking in front of me, and the back of this guy's hat just had a verse on it, and so I keyed in on that, and I'm like, what is that verse? So I Googled it. I looked it up, and I was just like, that would be. I mean, how cool is that to, that's so non-engaging for people, right? To see the back of that, they're not, they don't feel like they're staring at somebody's face, and so I was like, we need a verse, and how cool would it be to put it on, to be able to put it on stuff so that, people could look it up, but you got to have a verse.
Yeah, yeah.
Got to have a verse.
So he's like, JP, you got to pick our verse.
Yeah, and you did.
He did.
It took a little while. It took a little while, but it's kind of crazy how that kind of came about, though. It was actually I don't think I picked it until after we found out we got. Can we say banned?
I mean, yeah.
Our account got turned off temporarily. I mean,
Temporarily disconnected.
yeah, there was technical difficulties with Facebook.
Oh yeah.
So
for whatever reason.
Yeah, and someone's like, "Well, it's because your Facebook page is named Battle Room." You know, I'm like, dude, there's not like a sever head or anything like that. And so I got thinking about it. I'm like, maybe somebody's thinking we're going to do something crazy here and we're going to get rides in Black Hawk helicopters. But so I was just reading things about battle. I did that on purpose. I searched my Bible app for verses about battle. And my dad used to tell me this all the time. I'm sure y'all have heard it a million times. And this just jumped out. So David's going to read it. I think he's got it in the NLT. Mm-hmm. So y'all don't whip us for not using the New King James all the time or anything like that. But
So yeah, this is the NLT, the New Living Translation. It's a very modernized version. Kind of speaks in today's language. So this is Ephesians 6:12. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places.
yeah, so I said it earlier in this podcast, right? We're not fighting battles of flesh and blood. And that really jumped out to me. I mentioned, and we're going to have my dad as a guest on the podcast. We're going to have several other people, but my dad's going to be one of them. And I got thinking, anybody that I ever had, some kind of issue with or whatever, Daddy would be like, well, they're not your enemy. And I'm like, yeah, they're my enemy. But if you look at it at a spiritual standpoint, they're not our enemy, right? They may be in a situation where the enemy's using to get to us,
Which would make them the victim.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the victims, right?
Yeah.
Or what? Yeah, I like that, the victim. But they're not our enemies. And so I was like, man, that's it. So I sent it to David and Stanton, and they're like, Stanton's just, you ask Stanton,
I'm agreeable.
yeah, hey, the T-shirt ought to be pink. David, no. I
Will
mean,
not wear a pink shirt.
No. So that's how it came about. So that's going to be the Battle Room verse. Yeah. Another one that we kind of hit around. If you'll check out that logo, I don't know. We haven't got fancy enough to do all that from here.
Not yet.
Not yet. So if you'll look at the logo,
Which I don't have.
that's all right. I got it on my phone, but anyways, it's on our page. It's on all our pages.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a shield and a sword and 3 strands wrapped around. Well, that's a play on things. Well, play on what? Well, there's 3 of us.
Tell us, JP.
Yes. There's 3 of us, but also the scripture talks about a 3-stranded cord is not easily broken. So it was a play on things, which David came up with it. It was a pretty good play on things, right? Just like David came up with the title to our first episode, and it's kind of a play on things, and we'll get into that when we record our first episode. So, yeah,
It's fun. It's fun, but yeah, the sword and the shield is a very obvious picture of battle, right? And then we've used the verse on a cord of 3 strands before. It's a verse anybody who's goes to church is familiar with, but I just thought it was very appropriate symbolism to put in there. And so, yeah, that represents the cord of 3 strands. It's wrapped 3 times around the sword, that sort of thing. So it's fun, man. That's just fun stuff to do, right?
It's a great play on things.
Yep.
So, all right, we got some more talking points here.
Man, I don't know. We can.
Satan, you want to talk about anything while he looks these up? I will say, we were talking earlier about how all our lives are integrated. Mm-hmm. All our wives are serving together right now as we speak.
Yep.
Probably not as we speak. Hopefully they're asleep because it's 11:55. But they're all working together for a common goal, which is to glorify God, right?
Amen.
Together. So,
yeah. So, I mean, if we're going to kind of wrap this up, because we didn't really have a topic. All we wanted to do was kind of introduce ourselves, kind of give you the background of what this podcast is going to be about. JP, let me throw some questions at you. I mean, from today's podcast, what are people going to take away from this? What are we
hoping they take away from this?
Yeah.
Well, what they're going to take away from it is that we're a bunch of idiots. But no.
Rookies.
There
you go.
Hey, and that's all right. We talked about editing and stuff. I think we ought to just put the thing out there. But that's up to you two, apparently.
I mean, we can evolve as we go.
Yeah. How fun would it be to see the podcast evolve or grow like we've all grown in Christ?
That's right.
And there you go. So the one thing I hope
that would be a very good illustration of this thing is
spiritually mature.
Can we admit this thing is probably a very hot mess, very big hot mess, and just like us early in our walk with Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's a hot mess.
We're babies in the podcasting world.
I don't think it's a hot mess.
I mean, I don't think it's a hot mess. I mean,
I'm very happy with this first episode.
I don't feel like you are, but
hey,
it's okay.
hey, it is happening. That's the biggest thing right now.
It is happening.
So that's what I'm super excited about. That it's actually happening. Right? We bought all this equipment. Mm-hmm. We played with it at church. Now we're actually recording. I just think we ought to put it out there to the world. People that know me already know I'm an idiot, so I'm not really worried about it. If y'all are worried about y'all self-image, I understand. We can edit it. But to answer your question, what I hope people get out of this, not just this episode or pilot, is that we're real people who don't have it together, who are striving to be Christ-like, and like Paul, we're trying to keep our eyes on the prize, and that you do need other people in your life to continue the race.
Yep.
So not just this episode, but other episodes. And we're going to touch a little bit more on this on the new creation is, we're going to give our testimonies. Now it's up to each individual how comfortable they are with how much they want to share. I think it's important for us to do so because there are going to be people who hear about this. I'm not saying we're going to reach millions and millions of fans, but
the next Joe Rogan.
Yeah, no. But someone's going to hear, hey, did you hear J.P. Lucius doing a podcast about being a normal Christian dude, struggling with normal Christian things, and either A, I have hurt them in the past, or B, I have hurt someone they love in the past. And I may end up hurting people inadvertently now. So I don't want anybody to think that I think that I have it all together and I have all the answers and I'm this and that and the other. And I'm not making excuses for my actions or choices that I made in the past. All I can do is move forward. What am I doing from this point on? And so that's why I thought it was important that we give our testimonies. Again, each individual, however they feel led, right? Because this is on a public format, right? Mm-hmm. So
don't want to air too much dirty laundry.
Yeah. And plus, we don't want to glorify sin, right?
Right.
So I'm just going to do a brief. I mean, if you knew me in my past, you knew me, right? So, but that we're going to go in a little more depth about that next episode.
Yep.
Be a little more organized. Now, Dave and I haven't had hardly any sleep. What is today?
It's Friday. Well, give me just a second to see. We
Saturday.
are now Saturday.
All right, so we were supposed to record this Friday. We started on Friday though.
Yeah,
so
we
that's
did.
not a
Yeah,
lie.
we
We
have-
did not. We did not
It's
lie.
been a 2-day podcast.
Beat that, Joe. But anyway, please don't call me out, Joe Rogan.
So let me say this.
Oh,
though.
wait a minute. Let me finish this
Okay.
thought.
Yep.
We've had very little sleep, so
That explains. That's our
Yeah.
excuse.
no. Well, I mean, we just wanted. My thing was, let's just record. We've been saying it. It's been hard for us to get together. We're here. We're all in the same undisclosed location, and so we just do it. And so the next one will be a little more polished.
Yep. Have things figured out a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm still going to cut up though.
Oh yeah.
Just you already know that. But
Oh yeah. All right. So let me say this. All right. Something, and I'm building off of yours, and I guess we'll end this thing sooner or later. But
we haven't been a whole hour yet.
but yeah. So what do I want?
Yeah.
I don't even know where the question went, but yeah. What's a takeaway that I want listeners to leave with? And
Yeah.
I'm going to build on what you said though.
Yeah, and then Stanton needs to answer that.
All right. So my thing is, like you said, there's going to be people from our past, friends, enemies, whatever, right? Who are going to tune in to see what in the world we're doing because they remember how we used to be,
Yeah.
and they're like, who are these guys who think now all of a sudden they've got it all together? You know, so that is what I do not want people to take away from this. I don't ever want to be portrayed as having it all together, to be a hypocrite, and to sit here and to say I'm someone I'm not, like I'm self-righteous, right? I do not want anybody. That is not the point of this. Is not for us to say that we've got it figured out and we're trying to tell you. It is to say that, hey, we're here we struggle with this and we're inviting you into this so that we can all fix it. So what I want people to take away from our podcast, not necessarily this first episode, but in general, when you tune into our podcast, you're going to be a part of it. This is not a self-help thing that we're simply just telling you how to fix yourself.
All right.
No, not at all. Because
Yeah.
we can't. First of all, we can't fix ourselves,
No.
right? And so, no, I want to be interactive, like you said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's my take.
So for my take, it's so they say as you grow, the closer you get to Christ, the more that you see how sinful you are, how dreadful you are. Just because the closer you are, the more you kind of compare yourself to Christ. You see all your sin, all your dirt, everything like that. So on my journey, the closer I get to Christ, the more I see who He is, what His life was about. I see the more dirt I have, I guess you could say. And so, I'm nowhere near perfect, never will be. We can definitely strive to be, but not that we will. But definitely, like for y'all have kids that are grown now. They're going off to college. Y'all have been through a lot of situations that I have not. And with y'all's walk with Christ, I feel like y'all have a lot of answers that maybe I'll be seeking, because I want to be a better husband, a better father. As you mentioned, I'm a deacon. I want to grow better, and through this podcast, I hope that I grow in that way, and I hope that y'all grow in that way the same way. If you're young fathers, or a father, or a husband, or a brother, or I already said husband, but anyway, as a man in general, I'm hoping it helps me grow more, and I'm hoping that it gives y'all answers or even a thought process to even grow more in your faith with Christ and as a man in whatever realm it may be. That's what I hope y'all get, and I get the same way.
And you're going to have a question
Yes, for
every podcast.
I guess
we'll end it with that question, and then they can.
We can either start it or end it. It doesn't matter. But I'll try to have it for the next podcast so that we'll answer it on our first, not the pilot episode, but the first episode.
Yeah, I think we ought to do it at the end. We answer whatever question you have. And because you and I and Stanton agree that we want it to be an interactive thing, we're going to pose it to you, and then
You let us know.
Yeah, shoot us an email.
Email,
right?
comments, anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know how much of the comments I'm going to read because someone told me not to read a lot of them. Like, hey, JP, you got a booger hanging out your nose or something. I don't know. But anyways,
Yeah.
I mean, if I have a booger hanging on my nose, I hope one of you two say something before the whole world sees it. But anyways,
Better check yourself.
That's like
before
we'll
we start.
check ourselves in the mirrors beforehand.
you'll have a question.
Yep.
And then I may have a couple of things that I want to kind of do probably on a podcast basis. We've kind of talked about that. I don't know. We're going to fine tune some things.
Sun us out.
No, you got some more questions there,
No,
bro.
I don't. No, that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, I think that was good. I do want to build. Can I
You
just
can
keep
do whatever
saying
you want.
that? Build,
You're a host.
So Stanton, you made a good point. I don't know if we even said that earlier though, that I would say we all three are in different stages of life with our families, right? So your kids are how old?
So we have a 2.5 or almost a 2.5-year-old and a 7-month-old.
Yeah.
And then David has a what age? Let's see.
So mine's junior in high school, so he's about to be 17, and then a freshman in college, who will be 19 in March.
Oh, you want to know how
So,
old my kids
I've
are?
got right now. I have a 17 and an 18-year-old. They are or almost 17, 18. They're 20 months apart.
Yeah. So I have one's fixing to be 27. She's also with our wives,
Yep.
serving together. And then I got married, and they don't hold my DNA, but they hold my heart. So I have a 23-year-old and a 19-year-old. So I have a daughter who is the oldest that I have from a previous marriage. And then, again, I inherited them. They have my heart. They're my kids. I love them like they're mine. They love me. So the middle one's a boy. He's 23. So the oldest is a teacher. My son is what I like to call environmental science.
Yeah, environmental scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my 19-year-old, she's a college student. Second year in college, sophomore, right?
Yeah.
And she's like me. I think she kind of has an idea what she wants to be when she grows up, but not too sure. And I told her it's okay because I still don't know. So we all have, with our families, we all kind of have a different stage. I'm a great uncle. I don't think either one of y'all are a great uncle.
No.
No, so
I was like, I mean, I am a great uncle, but I,
I'm the greatest uncle. But so we come from, and I'm not the oldest in this group. I'm not going to mention who the oldest is, but
What?
the grayer the hair.
but we all are in different stages. I think I'm probably closer to retirement than you or Stanton.
Oh yeah, y'all both beat me out by a few decades.
This is no time to brag.
It's not bragging. I'm just saying you brought the difference in
The differences, stages in life.
All right.
Stages.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. I'm closer to being empty nester is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. So hopefully,
Stands a long way from that.
I'm just getting started.
Yeah, you're still changing diapers.
That's okay.
but yeah, I mean, I think that'll offer a lot of different vantage points, even in the same
Yeah.
struggle. So that'll be
Points
kinda,
of view from our lives.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna mostly be able to tell you what not to do than what to do. Right?
It's okay.
My oldest, and I'm gonna try to do this. So we're gonna laugh and probably cry on this podcast. Real men cry. I don't care what you say.
They just may or may not wear pink shirts.
Real men wear pink shirts.
But
too.
I'll agree to the cry part.
That's the one part that really makes him question his masculinity.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Just be a man and wear pink, son.
It's just a color.
Yeah.
If you're colorblind, it wouldn't matter at all.
Yeah, just call it salmon.
I'll get on my soapbox one of these days about that.
I mean,
and maybe
I
I
think
won't.
my mic color is pink. I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yes, it's pink everywhere actually.
Yeah, except for right there.
Yeah.
What color is that? Yellow.
Yeah, I don't know how you must have
Yeah,
grabbed
you
my
got
mic.
mine, and I got yours. It'll be all right.
So you're talking
Yeah, I
about
do know. So my oldest
yeah.
today, I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry." In the areas that I failed you, right? So I'm probably not going to be able to tell you the right thing to do because I didn't do the right thing, but I can tell you what not to do, right? Like, hey, I handled it this way. That was the wrong way to handle it. Or, I feel like I've got some right, but, anyways.
Can I give a little perspective on that, if you will, from my because I'm not too far from your daughter's age, right? She's
'Cause I
27.
threatened
I'm
to kill you.
30.
How old
Oh,
are you?
I'm 31.
31.
Yeah. So,
So,
when we
yeah.
were in the military together, like, hey, White's a closer age.
No,
I was
no, no.
like, White, I'll kill you.
It got brought up, and somebody asked you how old your daughter was, and then I was like, "Oh, she's not too far from me." And you looked me in the head, and I said, "If I ever catch you with my daughter, I'll kill you." And I said, "Copy that."
Metaphorically speaking, people. Metaphorically speaking, I was going to kill him.
He really meant it.
Yeah, I think I read it at the time.
No, but I mean, from my point of view, even if you're telling me the way not to do it, that still comes from like a good place than somebody giving you bad advice with full like confidence. This is the great decision. You need to make this decision rather than, hey, I did it this way. It was the wrong way to do it. So I would suggest you turn in the other direction. That's, to me, that's very similar to giving like, hey, this is definitely what you need to do.
So I'm not giving you bad advice.
Right. I mean, it's coming from a good place, and it's with caution. From where your mistakes were, you're not asking them, you're not telling them to make that same mistake that you did. You're telling them, hey, I screwed up here, and I know I screwed up.
What David does that. I'm going to throw you under the bus a
I
little
screw
bit.
up.
No. I'm sure you have. I mean, you're not perfect. Did we
Yeah.
just say that, David? Anyways, he's been married longer than you and I both, right?
Yeah.
So in the beginning of the relationship.
I mean, same thing.
I mean, yeah. He was telling me, well, hey, this is where I'm. Are we going to say our wives' names on here?
I mean, they're going to come on eventually, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So this is where I went wrong with Amy, right? You've said that before. Mm-hmm. And so you're like, I'm not really sure what direction you should go in, but I know which direction you should not go in,
Yeah.
right? And
Right.
so in that, I'm not a perfect husband. I'm probably the furthest from a perfect husband, but I've gotten better, right? And then I've done that with other people in our lives that we go to church with. Amanda's father passed away like a week after we got married. And I didn't handle that very well. I wasn't being ugly or whatever, but, women are from Mars or men are from Mars and women are from Venus, right? Isn't that the name of the book or whatever? I say something, she hears something completely different. And we're going like 11, 12 years into this. And she still swears up and down. You've heard this story.
Oh, yeah.
Both of you have. She still swears up and down that I said this. So one of the men that we know, their wife's father had passed away, and he's like, I really don't know what to say. I said, then don't say anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you to say, but I can tell you it's probably best you don't say anything right now. Just be there. Just hold her, just hug her, just love on her. And so that's kind of an example of that, right?
I actually think you gave me that same advice when my wife Taylor.
Yeah, I was thinking that too afterwards. Yeah, I was like, there's going to become a moment where you're going to want to say something because as men, we want to fix it.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Well, I remember telling you, you was like, how's she doing? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And you was like, you don't have to say a thing at all. Just be there for her. Just listen to her. Just be that shoulder to cry on and be there for her. And that really helped out because I did not know what to do. I was stuck.
Well,
And I'm very much a Mr. Fix It. Like, I want to fix it.
Yeah, that's our natural instinct.
yeah. So if you would
Fix
have
things.
said something,
It just screwed it up.
well, you'd have been like me hearing about it. I don't know how many years we're into this, and she tells it the same way every time. And I'm like, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
But okay. So,
How long is this?
I don't know.
What's our time limit
Yeah,
here?
we can say that without editing. They do that on the Meat Eater. Can you see that? There's a timer up there. Stan.
I believe we're about to hit an hour.
58,
50.
56 minutes.
All right, so we're not going to bore you anymore. We're also, I'm going to say this and then we're going to go. We're going to have a saying. I can't pronounce it, so David's going to do it, and that's going to be our sound off. And you know what it is, don't you, Mr. Knuckles?
Is it the full Rock Kazakh Amatz?
Yeah.
Rock Kazakh.
Oh, yeah. I know what. All right. It took me a second.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on what that means, but till next time, love God, love people.